Hi there, sports fans. This is Playitright TV. I'm Kinito Henson with Diane Castilla. We're going to be welcoming the Philippine team that just came from the FIBA Asia Cup for women
Mm-hmm.
competition in Sydney. The first time the Philippines has won sixth place in this competition, the highest ever by the Philippine team. And Diane, this is cause for celebration.
Yeah, for sure. I didn't watch all the games, but the games that I did watch, of course, your win against Chinese Taipei, New Zealand, talagang hanga yung mga commentators. I was so proud just listening to them compliment all of these women here and how you played. And we're going to be talking about that wonderful experience in Sydney at the FIBA Women's Asian Cup. So,
Okay, let's
Kinito,
introduce our guests.
introductions.
Yep, and remember, as I mentioned earlier, we won sixth place. So people might be saying, "What do you mean you won sixth place?" Well, that was a place that took a lot of doing, but yes, we did win sixth place because that was an achievement. And we've got with us our coach, Pat Aquino, the former NU coach who led his team to how many straight victories? Was it 96 over six championship seasons? That's an
Unreally
unbelievable record.
incredible.
Coach Pat,
Hi,
congratulations and
Coach
welcome
Pat.
back to
Yeah.
Congrats.
Playitright TV.
Good,
Nice to
yeah,
see
good
you
evening.
again.
Good evening, Kinito. Good evening, Dan. Thank you for having us here.
All right.
Congrats.
And now we've got three of the Gilas women's squad just fresh from the airport. They arrived this morning. First of all, we'd like to introduce and we'd like to welcome back Jack Animam. Hi, Jack.
Hello
Yay!
po. Good evening po.
Hi, Jack.
All right.
Kinito
Now,
and
Jack,
Kamusta?
Diane.
Yee.
it's always so nice to see and to talk with Jack. Even when she was in the States, Dayan, nakakausap pa natin si Jack. So it's so
Oo
nice to
nga
see you
eh.
back
Always
on local
smiling and
soil.
positive.
Yep. And next is Afril Bernardino, a
Yay!
veteran Gilas stalwart who has been an exceptional player through the years. And April is a veteran, but she's only 27 years old. And April has a lot of basketball years ahead. And welcome, April, and congratulations.
Congrats. Ang galing ni Afril.
The one with a golden touch. And then also a starter with the Gilas team, someone who has been there in so many championship years with Coach Pat Aquino with the Gilas team. Janine Pontejos is with us. Woo!
Good evening po.
Hi, Janine.
Hello po. Thank
Congratulations.
you po.
Okay. Now, my first question is, and Dayan, I'll fire it off to Coach Pat. Sa pag-umpisa ng FIBA Asia Cup for Women, Coach Pat, mukhang hindi yata masyadong maganda ang naipakita ng Gilas. In fact, it was, I hope you don't mind, it was a disaster. 71 points ang talo natin sa Australia. Ano ba nangyari doon?
Actually, siguro it was probably of the weather. One thing is the weather. It was very cold in Sydney. Coming from Melbourne a week ahead and preparing for the FIBA Asia Cup. Then going to Sydney, we had yung weather effect. It was really cold in Sydney. And then siguro medyo nagkakapaan pa sila. Feeling each
Mm-hmm.
other, like Jack came back, Vanessa came coming in, and then after the loss in Cambodia, feel like we're getting if we're gonna be ready for this. So definitely we just tried to play the game and feel each other, and that was a bad thing for us. We wanted to have a good showing, but it was really didn't really started well. So
Nice.
and only, I mean, I think one player just showed up on that game. It was Vanessa. All these three girls was feeling lonely or wanted to stay home. Probably.
Well, you know,
Malamig kasi ganda. It's easy to be lonely. Malamig eh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Pero alam mo, ang ganda ng story nang nangyari sa inyo. Of course, you know, it was a blowout against Australia and then you lost to Japan 95-57. But then you were able to turn things around unbelievably in the game against Chinese Taipei, which we won very impressively 92-81, a team where we used to be talo lagi before, di ba? And then, of course, in the knockout round, you had also a really good game against New Zealand and then South Korea to finish sixth. So I wanted to ask the girls and also Coach Pat, how did you turn it around? Like sabi nga ni Coach Pat, you're feeling each other out muna, di ba? Although kayo, matagal na kayo magkasama, but there were other members in the team. So how did you turn it around after the Japan game to have to score that win against Chinese Taipei, Jack?
First of all, yung first game namin against Australia, parang most of us is under the weather. Like, sama ng pakiramdam. Maraming may sakit sa amin kasi malamig, pagod. So, medyo naninibago kami sa weather. And then, yun, parang yung objective na lang talaga namin. Sabi ko nga sa kanila, every time na mag-huddle kami na, I know, tambak na tayo, ganyan na yung score, but parang let's not look at it as a score na tambak na tayo, but let's look at it na we just need to execute one good stop at a time, one good execution at a time, kasi it will build up our momentum, especially going to our game pa. I know it's malayo pa yung game namin sa Chinese Taipei, pero yun na, we're starting to build na yung momentum na. And come Japan game, I think we had a better showing. I think everybody's kind of, getting there, feeling it already. And yun, I think parang do talo kami sa Japan ng 38 points, but it felt like still a win for us kasi they used to beat us by 60, 90 points. But 38 is like, wow. And we had the better execution of our plays, our defense is there. And then come Chinese Taipei game, parang everybody just fall into its places. Everybody's just on the right time to shoot that ball. Everybody's on there, to have that release pass. And we just really held on to it na we believe na if there's one team na may tatalunin tayo, yung Chinese Taipei yun. And yeah.
Perfect. Galing, I love it.
At Afril naman. Okay, Afril, naglaro ka many years for NU. Marami kayong championships na nakuha doon. Tapos also with the Philippine team. Yung Philippine team natin had those 2 gold medals in the Southeast Asian Games. But last Southeast Asian Games, we got the silver medal. But Afril, itong achievement ng Philippines sa FIBA Asia Cup sa Sydney, gaano ka-memorable yung nangyari sa Sydney para sa'yo?
Para sa akin, yung pakiramdam ko yung time na yun, sobrang nakaka-proud lang na we didn't expect na gano'n kami maglalaro, na magkakasama kami, and we've been through a lot. Yung sabi nga ni Jack, parang kahit hindi maganda yung weather doon na nag-keep up pala kami doon sa weather. Half of the team may sakit, masama yung pakiramdam. Pero still, nandun pa rin yung fighting spirit nila na kahit masama yung pakiramdam or nanghihina, nandun pa rin sila yung laban nila na tutuloy pa rin.
Galing.
Ako para sa akin po, ang laki ng pagbabago ng team ngayon. Kasi, andun na yung emotional, physical, na pagsasama-samahin na. Pero, in one part, nagsasama-sama pa rin kami para gawin kung, para lumaban sa bayan. At saka yung mas sinasabi ni Coach Pat, sometimes, parang tagos talaga sa puso mo na, bakit ka nandito, deserve mo ba dito? So, parang, wala, siguro yun yung sabi ko, sobrang proud ako sa mga teammates ko.
Galing. At sobrang proud kami sa'yo. Pinupuri ka ng mga foreigner. I think you were the 8th best scorer of the tournament. Correct ba
Um,
yun? With 13 points per game average. Galing, if Afril. si,
mhm.
ja- si Janine naman, you know, you've been with the national team for so long. You've won so many goals for the country. Ngayon, sa pagdating nyo dito sa Pilipinas after this incredible sixth place finish at the FIBA Women's Asia Cup, ano yung takeaway mo or recollection mo sa nangyari sa team dito sa Sydney?
Sa akin for me, yung experience namin, ang ganda ng ang ganda ng kinalabasan namin, ang ganda ng nangyari sa amin doon. Although hindi kami nanalo ng marami, pero yung isang panalo na yun kasi parang nagbago sa paningin ng mga tao na yung
Mm-mm.
Gilas Women's is kayang magbuga, kayang mag-compete ng ganun at pwede pang makabulag sa ibang teams na malalaki.
Yes.
So parang yun nga, ang sarap sa feeling.
Nice, nice. Congrats. Galing.
Coach Pat, malaking bagay din yung foreign exposure ni Jack. Nadala niya yung experience sa loob ng court. Of course, she played in Serbia, she played in France. Tapos yung pagdating ni Vanessa De Jesus. Okay, she had 18 points against Australia, 12 points against Japan, but she broke out against Chinese Taipei, nakakuha siya ng 25 points. How big a factor was Vanessa and also yung international experience ni Jack? Parang getting her teammates to be inspired to play the way they did. Coach
I
Pat.
think so. I think so. I mean, when we talk about Vanessa, Vanessa is a experienced player already. Coming out from Division 1 in the US and coming out from a good program like Duke University. She has really talent coming into the games, and with Jack's experiences from Serbia and France, I think most of our teammates really inspired to be better and to be keeping it up with them. Yun yung inano ko sa kanila na we have two girls here that have experiences, but you guys have talents also na talagang pwedeng makipagsabayan sa mga kalaban natin. And you just have to remember, Kinito and Dayan, that yung Australian game, Australia is number 3 in the world. Japan is
Yeah.
number 9 in the world, and we're number 42. Yeah, it's that gap na talagang and then of course Chinese Taipei is number 33, and talagang mahirap. It's a uphill climb talaga to go up against them. So but just proud of these girls na talagang they really made themselves na pagpunta namin sa FIBA Asia Cup is we try to compete. I've been telling them before we left na sana naman we could compete with them and tell them that we belong in FIBA Asia Cup.
Yeah, definitely. I know you've been saying that you went out there not just to participate but to compete. At talagang lumaban naman ng Gilas women. It's so phenomenal. It was so great watching. So looking at the final standing, so China came out on top. Japan, who's also the Olympic silver medalist, na nakalaban nyo, second place. Third, Australia, as you said, number 3 in the world. New Zealand, you had a good game against. And then fifth, South Korea, whom you lost to in the last game. Then sixth, Philippines. Coach Pat, looking at the level of the teams there that were there, especially those above and below us, and we finished sixth. Below us, Lebanon, Chinese Taipei. What are your takeaways like for the team? As you said, you're like nagulat ka nga sa kung gaano kaganda yung naging performance, and how are you going to grow from this good performance?
Siguro it's something, sabi ko nga sa kanila when we finished the tournament, it's you didn't just play basketball, you started something bigger in the future. I think that's my takeaway on that. Na
Mm-hmm.
we will be will not back out anymore with this kind of teams na mga kalaban namin sa Asia. And I think we can compete and we do belong, and hopefully, uh, all of these girls have that confidence coming into the games, not just before just trying to be there for the first time or second time just to be playing against them and having that I'm playing with Hangshu or whoever Yamamoto or what
Mm-hmm.
those girls, but now I'm playing with Jack Animam also or Afril or Janine
You're
Pontejos.
right.
So that's the takeaway I have to say.
Great.
Coach Pat, just a follow-up question to that, no? In 2015, that was when Gilas women broke through yung Division 1. But through the years, hindi tayo makapasok dun sa Magic 6 kasi we're always in the relegation game, always on the brink of being brought down to Division 2, but always managing to hang on. Yung palagi natin napapalaban for 7th place was India. And somehow we will always win and we would stay. And I remember during one of our conversations some years ago, Pat, sabi mo sa akin, we just need to beat one of those top 6 teams. If we can beat one of those top 6 teams, then we'll be in that circle. But sino
Right.
kaya tatalunin natin? Well, nakahanap tayo ng matatalo natin, and that was Chinese Taipei. In your wildest dreams, Coach Pat, did you think that this was going to be the breakthrough year? Particularly as you said, dun sa Southeast Asian Games, natalo tayo ng malaki to Indonesia. We lost by 21 big points. And that broke our stranglehold of the gold medal. So coming from that loss, you did mention it kanina that it could have been a motivation. But did you think that it was going to be in Australia when you would break through and make it to the top 6?
Never got into my mind, but I
Talaga?
just I just kept on telling the girls that we've been working hard for the longest time already. Na and then Jack coming back yung parang yung mga pieces dumadating na, like Vanessa just came up to me and say I want to play, and those
Wow.
little things, and then
Mm-hmm.
and Jack saying I'm back. So and then Janine and April, I'm still here, just to
Yeah.
say all those things. Yeah, yeah, sabi ko nga, there's something in this team that we need to show, and that's why when we were preparing for it, talaga sabi ko, we won't give up this time. We will try to compete and tell them that we belong, and but in the back of my mind talaga rin, minsan naiisip mo na kaya mong talunin eh. Kaya mo talagang talunin sila eh. It just happened na minsan nauunahan lang tapos bumababa kami. Yung never felt that way. So but this time that nung nakita namin kaya namin, like for example, yung sa Japan, dati
Mm-hmm.
tinatambakan, sabi nga ni Jack kanina, tinatamba kami ng 50, 60 points. Now, 38 points, and we were right there and there. Siguro in the first 3 quarters, sabi ko, kaya, medyo meron na. And then, nung sa Chinese Taipei, they started so well. Everybody was hitting, they're doing their job, and, everybody was feeling it. Sabi ko, wow, I never imagined talaga na we'll be at this stage of time na nananalo tayo, lalo na sa mga teams na ganito. But, I believe with them, I believe in them, and they showed how they play basketball, how Filipino play basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah, how nice. What a great story. How nice that your hard work and dedication is paying off, and parang everything is starting to align, as you said. It's so nice. I want to ask Jack kasi naalala ko nung last time parang ata tayo nag-usap hindi ka pa ata nakakabalik and you were still doing your
Opo.
Oo, di
Nasa,
ba? You were
parang mga 1 month pa lang po ata ako noon post-op.
you were starting your rehab, and I was thinking, wow, ang tagal, di ba? But you were always, I remember, super smiling, like always staying positive with your faith in God and all that. So now na nakabalik ka na, of course it was you didn't win the SEA Games, but now having this really good performance, and you especially looking at your numbers against Chinese Taipei and New Zealand, double 16-15 and 14-11. You're the third best rebounder of the tournament. How good does it feel to be able to come back in such a big, tall way para sa Pilipinas?
Honestly,
Oh.
um, honestly, hindi ko po, wala, I don't mind kung ano yung score ko, ano yung rebound ko. I'm just really, going out there. I know they're much taller than us, much experience with us. Pero wala, I always kept myself lang na, just I'll just do my job. I'll just, be me. I'll play how I play, and I'll just follow whatever my coaches will tell me, and just, to let my teammates know that I got their back. Whatever the
Mm.
team needs me, I will be there. But I never thought that I would have this kind of game. I'm just really doing my job, and
Wow.
wala, and having my teammates, seeing them having fun. Wala, I think that's what matters, aside from the X and O's, the scores. I think
Mm-hmm.
you having fun with the people you love, and you spend almost every day training, sacrificing, and seeing them smile while playing basketball. I think that's the best part.
Great
Ako naman kay
feeling.
Afril. Afril, yung talo nyo sa New Zealand, 83-78, I thought that was the biggest victory, ironically, of the Philippines. Because pinakita natin sa buong mundo na against
Mm-mm.
a team like New Zealand, kaya natin eh. Kumunti na
Mm-mm.
tayo nakalusot eh. And you scored 15 points in that game. Pinakita mo, Afril, that at 5'8", ang tapang mo eh. You were driving in, you were scoring from the outside, and Jack, of course, played one of her best games. 14 points and 11 rebounds. At parang minamani mo din yung mga malalaki ng New Zealand. Up and under move. Everybody was playing so well. That game actually should have been ours. But even if we lost, sabi ko nga kanina, that was like a victory for us. April, pakatapos ng laro na yon, how did you feel? Did you feel like you proved something to the world na against a team like New Zealand? Wow, nakakakilabot. Pinakita natin, kaya pala natin ito New Zealand. April.
Yes, para sa akin po, after pagkatunog ng buzzer ng pagtapos, wala, parang hindi ko mapigilan yung ngiti sa mukha ko na alam ko na it's our best. Parang hindi namin sila pinanalo ng ganong kadali lang. Diba?
Aha.
And na, na yung time na yun, ah, kaya na namin makipagsabayan talaga sa amin. Hindi lang dahil mas malaki sila, ganyan. Pero nai-stop namin yung mga transitions nila, yung mga plays nila. So, kami nakaka-proud din kasi nandun, pinaparamdam ng bawat isa sa amin na nandiyan kami. Especially defense, yung smart, mga point guards namin. Hindi sila nahirapan kasi alam nila na nandun kami sa likod nila nakaalalay. Ganon din sila sa amin. And every time na, ako para sa akin, every time na atake ako sa basket, iniisip ko lang, go hard lang, nagtitiwala sila sa akin, sila Coach Pat, sila Jack, sila si Janine, na alam ko kaya ko. So, hindi ako natakot na umatake kahit malaki sila. And siguro yung suporta din ng mga uh, kababayan na sumusuporta sa amin doon is nakadagdag kasi malaking boost din yun eh. Kumbaga, kahit saan kaming bansa pumunta, maraming Pinoy na sumusuporta sa amin. Kahit saan kami magpunta, nandiyan sila. And yun, hindi ko parang hirap i-explain ang nararamdaman ko ng time na yun. Sobrang proud ako sa mga teammates ko. Mga coaches na nandiyan suporta sa amin, nandiyan sa amin.
Tapang.
So you're on a high now. Janine, you've been with the national team for a long time. After this kind of a performance, I mean, you're 30 years old. Ano ang naisip mo kung how can you build from this from this good momentum na nagawa nyo and good impression na gawa nyo at the FIBA Asia Cup? I understand you're going to go to the Asian Games for the first time.
Yes.
So how do you think the team can further improve?
Sa akin kasi, tingin ko kasi parang hindi naman na kailangan i-improve yung talent ng bawat isa kasi andun na yun eh. Kaya nga kami nandito sa national team eh kasi may kanya-kanya kaming talent. And ang siguro ang kailangan na lang namin is yung chemistry namin na magsama-sama kami ng matagal bago kami sumabak sa isang liga. And ayun, although konti lang yung time namin na with Vanessa especially kasi mas maganda yung mga ganong player na ang taas ng IQ ng basketball nila kahit konting panahon lang kami nagsama-sama is nalalaman niya yung mga laro ng bawat isang player. So yun yung talagang kailangan namin sa team.
Time na lang ha, time. May time pa ata, Coach, before Asian Games, no?
Oo naman. But Coach, my last question to you is yung makeup ng team natin from the Southeast Asian Games to the FIBA Asia Cup. So there were 4 changes. Nawala si Berberabe, Gultinko, si Tenko, tsaka si Claire Castro. But you brought in Vanessa De Jesus, si Nika Cacho, Luna Ozar, and Jasmine Hoson. Can you tell us a little bit about Cacho, Ozar, and Hoson? Anong background nila? Are they also from the collegiate circuit dito sa atin?
Yeah, Cacho has been a member of the pool and she played also for the UAP in NU, and she's part of the 3x3 member in the Southeast Asian Games. So
Okay.
So and then Hoson is from Ateneo. Jasmine Hoson, who's been in the pool this year, and we like her attitude going to the game. Parang Hinebra style, never.
Yeah.
Never say die.
What about Ozar? She came from the
Ozar
Film
is-
Nation?
No. Ozar is from France actually. I got her
Okay.
from the youth program. She's she's a member of the under 18 Gilas program. So I saw her something like a glimpse of a future of like Afril Bernardino. So
Really? Oh.
yeah, so I think
So
she has.
she grew up in France. She grew up playing in France.
Yeah, but she's a local because she got her passport before the age of 16. And
Nice.
talking about the other players like Berberabe and Goitinko. Berberabe and Goitinko got their passport after the age of 16, so that's why they were not included in this lineup. And we opt to
So they're considered
Yeah.
naturalized
we
sa
have
FIBA Asia.
we have to get Vanessa as our naturalized player.
A question lang about the Asian Games. Sino naman ang pwede natin gamitin? Will you be able to get players who receive their passports after 16?
Yeah,
O
I think
hindi?
so. I think so. We it's like the rules like the Southeast Asian Games. You could have
Okay.
as many as you can naturalize player
Oh,
or
really?
passport after the age of 16.
As many naturalized?
So, yeah, as many is naturalized. But
As
again,
many
you
as those
call it
holding Philippine
naturalized.
passports.
Yeah.
Pero hindi
But
hindi
for me
kailangan
kasi,
may
yung naturalized
Filipino.
Okay lang. Pero sa akin kasi, more or less, yung mga players ko kailangan may Filipino heritage, may Filipino
Yes.
heritage or heritage.
Oo.
Yeah.
It's something to be proud and representing your country. Not just
paano
Sure.
yung kamag-anak ko na Phil-An, si Maloney Henson, makakalaro ba?
Yeah, I think that's what last Southeast Asian Games dapat she was coming in, but unfortunately she got injured. So
Okay.
she's still rehabbing until now. So hopefully I'm trying to get her to come before the Jones Cup. So that's in preparation for for the
Asian
Asian
Games.
Games this September.
Tapos meron pa tayong Vanessa Jesus. Is she committed to play?
She's still asking.
Okay.
Because it's gonna
There's
be
Vanessa, there's
good.
Henson, there's
Good.
Gurtinko, there's Berberabe,
Berabe.
Afril,
Berabe.
Janine, Jack Animam. Mukhang loaded
Yeah.
tayo for the Asian Games.
Yeah, and then Gabi Bade is coming also. Hopefully, I could mix it
Gabi
around.
Bade, oo.
Hopefully
Yes, oo. Yung anak ni Chris Bade.
Yeah, we could have a good lineup, pool of players and good lineup coming into the Asian Games.
Exciting. So, kasi with Vanessa playing in school for Duke, no? So, parang mag-start na ata yung preseason nila, di ba? During the Asian Games.
Yeah, it will start by September. She told me
Uh-huh.
already.
So,
But she still. I told her, can you just please ask one more? It's just a 1 week tournament. Hopefully, she get permitted.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. My final na lang with Jack, Afril, and Janine. Alam ko, you're still on a high. You just came back and we're celebrating your great performance. Ano mga immediate plans nyo? Ano mga gagawin nyo like next couple of days or weeks, next week or so? Jack, are you... Yeah, tell us.
Celebration time.
Ano mga plano?
Ako po magpapahinga po ako kasi next week magbabalik na naman po kami sa training. So
Next week, training
Pahinga
na.
po
How
talaga.
many days off? Ilang
Walang
days off,
patawad si
Coach
Coach
Pat?
Pat.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 5 days.
5
That's
days
the
off?
longest break that we had. So,
Is that the longest break you've had? 5?
yes.
Wow. Kaya-
Yes, it was.
Okay, so
Coach Pat,
rest
anong
muna.
paghahandaan
Rest.
nyo? Anong paghahandaan nyo?
Jones Cup po.
When is the Jones Cup
At
starting?
ito July yun ah.
August.
August
August.
to 10, I think. August
okay.
5 to 10, sorry. August 5 to 10.
Wow.
Nice.
Alright.
Okay, so 5 days lang pala. Afril, anong gagawin mo in these 5 days?
Ako, kailangan ko mag-report sa Navy. So,
Reports. Okay.
Report
sa
saan?
TV po.
Afril?
Sa
Report
Navy po.
saan? Sa Navy?
Yeah, Navy.
Philippine-
Navy.
Sa Philippine Navy. Okay.
And then back to training.
Yes, back to training na.
Okay.
O, ikaw, Janine.
Ako po, spend time with my family din and sa army. Report din wala.
Okay.
Back to duty. Well,
Yes.
Yeah, back to duty. Well, super congratulations sa inyong lahat. And the
Great
Coach Pat,
job.
Jack, and Afril, and Janine, super salamat sa
yes.
pagpunta nyo dito sa Playitright TV. We're always so happy that you guys are around. And when we reached out to Coach Pat, we asked him if he could bring in some of his reliables. And sabi niya, of course, Jack, Afril, Janine. And we're always so happy and so proud of your achievements sa Sydney. First time, Magic 6 ang Pilipinas sa FIBA Asia Cup. Wow, that's a big, big reason to celebrate.
Great job, girls. Keep it up. Keep working.
Thank you po.
Congrats,
Thank you
Coach
so much.
Pat.
Thank
God
you.
bless.
Thank you.
Thank you again.
Power.
Thanks for joining us sa Playitright TV.
Thank you.
Thank you again.
Salamat. Until next
Congrats,
time.
congrats.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Okay, Diane. Nice.
Nice story,
Always-
no? I love it.
Yeah, always
Grabe,
nice
no?
talking to our athletes who are so full of excitement and in a very positive mood coming from an international competition. Okay, 6th place nga. People are gonna say, wow, 6th place. Ang baba naman to celebrate. Pero sabi ko kanina, no? We won that 6th place. We've been 7th place for so long. We just haven't been able to break through that magic 6. We actually could have made it to the semifinals kung tinalo natin ang New Zealand.
New Zealand.
Wow.
And it was close.
That would have
We
been
were leading,
amazing.
di ba?
Yeah, that would have been
Leading
amazing.
tayo. Mm-mm.
We were up by 1 point entering the 4th period. We had a chance to win that contest. Pero, well, things have a way of happening. Maybe it just wasn't meant to be, not yet. But with the addition of Vanessa de Jesus. And by the way, Diane, those last 2 games ng Philippines against New Zealand and South Korea, nag-struggle si Vanessa, no? She scored only
Yeah.
4 points against New Zealand and only
The
5 points
others,
against
yeah,
South Korea, but all the others pitched in.
stepped up. Yeah.
So we saw that our leader was going down and struggling.
Hmm.
The teammates came up and tried to lift our team, and we almost won. So great effort on the part of the Philippines, and certainly a reason, as we said, to celebrate.
Yeah, well, we're celebrating, victories, whether they seem small or not. I mean, to me, coming back from that big loss against Australia, I mean, even if they're number 3 in the world, syempre, it's medyo, it doesn't feel good to lose by that margin, and then losing to Japan, although, it was a closer margin. To come back, it shows really the character of the team, and you can see that they're so enthused, they're inspired, and they're now believing in themselves, which is the great thing. And when you have belief and confidence, and sabi nga ni Coach Pat, so many players coming, Vanessa, of course, and just everyone coming together, and it's nice that the future looks bright for our Gilas women's team. So congratulations again, and hopefully another milestone sa next interview natin sa kanila dito sa Playitright TV.
Okay, guys, don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Playitright TV is here all the time for you.
Okay, until next time, this is Diane Castillejo. Maraming
Filipino
salamat for
Hansen.
watching. See you next
Thank you.
time.